Hey folks, it's Rithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Satisfactory. So after a brief interlude where we have just gone and had a little bit of wandering round, it's time to get back to work, so let's get back to it. And here is our kingdom. All working well. So we've got concrete being made down there. We've got a load of iron ore coming out here. I've got another iron deposit there that I could start mining at some point. We probably will be mining that at some point. There's 2 more iron deposits over there that we'll be able to bring down this way later on when we want them. We've got the copper over there. There'll be more copper around somewhere that we can bring into the base as well when we need it. There is a lot of stuff around us. I think our biggest concern, really, is going to be supplies of biomass in order to be able to keep the furnaces burning. That's going to be our biggest problem. Keeping everything running. Let's go back into here a second. And we go to special. We'll go to space elevator. Right. Yeah, we kind of want to put that one over there somewhere, I think. I mean, this thing is huge. It doesn't even let you see how big it is, even. Right. I land on that one. I can. Can I fly on this one? That would be very cool if I could actually take off on this one and go launching off into space. That would be genuinely cool. It really would. I don't think there is any way to do that, but still, it would be very cool. Was there another? Let's have a look in here. You can't actually look at the locked ones. It doesn't show you. So unless the chainsaw... I don't think the chainsaw can remove the big rocks. So unless there's something else that can remove those big rocks, I think these rocks are here to stay. I want these out the way, look. These right here. How can I get rid of them? Chainsaw. I'll take that one. I've got no fuel at the moment. And I'm going to run out of fuel in here as well. Right, I didn't want to do that. Put that back in there. And I'll put that back in as well. Right, so I got 140 of them in there. And then you over here, I got 70 in each. That's fine. Let's now head over here and see if... No. Right, well that's answered that question. You can't remove rocks with the chainsaw. I'd like to be able to remove rocks with a chainsaw, but it's not actually a thing. Never mind, it's fine. So, I would say the space elevator is the next thing that we want to work for. We got another milestone that we want to work to as well. Take all of those, and over to this side, take all of those. So I got 1, 2, 3... Actually, you know, I'm not far off of being able to actually... I need to do it in here. I'm not far off being able to build the space elevator. Look, I've got all of the first 3. I need 500 concrete and 1,500 of the other. I've got the rest of it. I've got all the rest of it. Let's have a look in here. 500 concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Take all. Ah, there we go. Take all. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 500 exactly on there. And I've got 300 of those. I need to go and clear a little bit of space. That's actually going to be easy enough. I can clear space out of my bags. I can go over to there. I can leave the leaves behind. I've got a little bit of timber I can leave behind. That's no good. A couple of barrel nuts. They're no good. And I've also got that little bit of limestone. I can take that bit of limestone. I can deposit that somewhere. I might as well just leave it here now, I think. Right. So then all I need is some copper cables, and I should be able to build the space elevator. So we've got to make sure that we got the space elevator in the right place. So I'll take all of those. I don't have anywhere near enough. Nowhere near enough. I've got 11 on there. Alright. So I've got nowhere near enough. This one's filling up. I'm starting to wonder if I should... Stop. No, I'm gonna leave it making. I'm gonna leave it going until everything is completely full. And then I look in here. That's the ingots are going in there. I'm just wondering if I should speed it up by removing this conveyor belt. Because that's... You know what? You know what? I got a better idea. I'm going to take 100 copper ingots, and I'm going to go and make some of my own. If I run into here, and I go to there, right, we can help this along a little bit. I can make 300 of them like that. And that's going to put me to well over 1,000. And there's 1,000 of them. We need 1,500 altogether. I've got 500 concrete. I've got 250 iron plates. I got I think it's 300 rods that I need. 149 of them. So we've got just a few more of the copper, and then we're done. There. 27 of them. That's not enough. So I go back into here. That's filling up. We go into this side though. There, take that 70 on there. And then I go into this side and I take all of those. That's a whole load more of these. That's another 300 odd of these. So we'll go back into here. I'm now going to make all of these wires that I can. There. I'll just sit here and we will just keep making all of those. Still making. Still constructing. Still building. Enthusiastic. We have gone past the 1,500. Okay, now... If I go running, I'm gonna do it from up here. I'm gonna stand up on here. There. Ooh. Maybe we should do it from up here. We'll do this job from up here. We're going to survey our kingdom, survey our domain from up on there. Actually, that is pretty good. You know, we got this big metal pole right there in front of us. That stops us from leaping up over the top and then, like, jumping straight off over the other side. Which, you know, is something that I would do. I would definitely do that. Space elevator. Look at that bad boy. Look at it. Isn't that a thing of beauty? We can rotate that round however we want. And if you look at it, you can see that we've got 6 input lines on this side. There's no output line. There's something down there on that, in the middle on that side. So I've no idea what that is. But there's 6 input lines. So I'm thinking I want to put those input lines... not too far away from us. I think it'd be better if those input lines were closer to us over here. So I'm going to drop that one there. There is our space elevator. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Look at that thing. It's huge. And that's the rest of it up there. This is what I got up to. There, it's moving. It's actually moving. That comes out. Goes up like that. That drops down like that. Boom. That goes in there and that hooks on. There, like that. So it's actually, it's like, it's pulled from the top. I've no idea how this works. It's like... I think the space elevator is basically like a giant catapult. And it catapults stuff way up. I think that's kind of how it works. But that right there is the space elevator. Oh, that is beautiful. That is so beautiful. We've done that now. We've built the space elevator. So that actually means that we've got more stuff. So if I jump down onto here. There we go. Alright, well, first let's go and have a look at our space elevator. We've got bits around it. What's this? I don't know what that is. Configure space elevator. Load, seal, send. Project assembly platform. Delivery will unlock tier 3 and 4. Load resources. 75 reinforced iron plate and 50 rotors. We don't have any of those yet. We don't even have them unlocked yet. So let's scramble up here. Let's have a look. We've got in-feed belts right there that will feed into it. And if we look all the way around this side, this is the platform. Project assembly platform. I'm wondering if I should have done this the other way round. The reason I didn't was because I wanted those 3 there to be a bit closer to us. I thought it'd be better if they were a bit closer to us. I mean, maybe I should just lift this entire thing and move it further over there. Maybe we will. Maybe we will later on. Maybe we'll lift it all up in the air and we'll shift it. Many miles away from where we are now. I'm going to get some more fuel a minute. And then we'll go and have a look at the next bits that we've got ready to go. So we'll take all of those. And we will just go up this way and we'll have a look in here. What have you got left? Okay, that's going to take a long time of producing biomass. That's good. That's fine. It can take a long time to produce biomass. And we can have a look in here. So I've got there. That's maxed out at 200. And then that one there is maxed out at 200. And then that one there is maxed out at 200. Right. It's all neat and tidy and stacked away. Perfect. The MAM building in here, we had... Yes, the green power slug. That was the one that we were doing. Incoming
the crystals
message.
on this slug can be harvested and converted into a power shard that functions with current FICSIT technology. Several buildings would be capable of performing over 100% capacity if infused. The derived blueprint is now accessible in Hub Tier 1.
Right, so we're waiting on a few other items to be delivered, but we've now got a blueprint. Select milestone. We've got jump pads, walkways, tier 1 over here. Overclock production, power shard. Right there, overclock buildings. Right, well that would actually be pretty good. So we've got, that's the current milestone right there. We want the assembler, we want the rotor. Well, that unlocks those. Right, so what we want is we want to unlock the assembler and the rotor and stuff. And then we come over here and we load in. We want 75 reinforced iron plates to go in. And we also want 50 rotors to go in as well. And then that will launch and that will unlock tier 2 and 3 on here. On that one right there. Select milestone. That will unlock complete space elevator phase 1. Tier 2... no, tier 3 and 4. That would be those two there. So it will unlock those two tiers there. So this is the tier that we need to work on now. We want 300 rods, 300 plates, 500 and 100 coils. So I want those there. That gives me 186. Not very many of them. I need more of them. And then I go over to here and I take those. I need 300. I've got 300 of them. Right, well that's good. We've at least got something. The copper cables, again, they're being slow. So it looks like we could do with another one of them to produce more copper cables. We can do with some... Right, that's now producing flat out. And it's... Well, no, it's producing flat out. It's not quite able to keep up... It's able to produce more than this one. This one here is not able to keep up with the rate that that one can come in. We need 15 per minute on there. This one here produces double that. So we can make another one of these, but we can overclock production as well. We've got the overclocker thing, which we can work towards. We've got another slug up there to be able to go towards. Let's ignore the slug for a minute. I want another constructor. I've got the cables. I need 3 plates. Let's make that. That's what I want. I want those 3 plates. I can make 1 right there. Okay, let's make some more screws. I know it means using up some of these rods. That's fine. We can cope with that. There. Right, now I want 1, 2, and 3. Like that. So then I can bring you over this way. We want to go for a constructor. Oops. A constructor. There. So I'll come off of there. And essentially, I just want to drop that one down next to that constructor right there, if I can. Doesn't seem to like this. Oh, there. Right. I do it with that one. I'm going to line it up next to its neighbor, really. There. Right. That's stuck up in the air a bit. Oh. Ah, you fool, Frithgar. Okay, let's deconstruct that a minute. And, you know, I'm really glad that when you deconstruct, you don't actually lose any items. I'm very, very glad of that, because the number of mistakes that I make is ridiculous. No, what I need to do is I need to turn that around like that. Let's go over to here. And then I can... Actually, I want to go here, sort of. It's trying to get everything lined up. Is that lined up? Right, that's now lined up. So then I'll go back over this way, and I want to put these two next to each other. So if I do kind of that there... That's good. There. Drop that one in there. That's more like it. That's what I wanted. Okay. So then I want to go into here, and I want to go to logistics, and I want a conveyor merger, which is going to go here. So before I do that, I want to remove this one. That can all go. And remove that conveyor belt and that conveyor pole right there. Next, we want to make a conveyor merger. No, I want to go to that one right there. So I've got 3 inputs on this one and 1 output. That's how the mergers work. There. So if I do that, I want that one to sort of go in line with both of these. There. We'll try it like that. Right. So now I go to number 3. I take 1 off of there and I drop it into there like that. So that's going to start bringing some of those in there, and I bring 1 of them and I drop it in. I don't actually need to do that at all, I don't think. And then I drop that one into there over there, like that. So I've got some coming from that side going in here, because it doesn't use it up fast enough in there, I don't think. It'll slow it down a bit, because I don't think this is going to come in as fast as it's going to come from there. I'm not sure. I don't actually 100% know what I'm currently talking about, but I've got theories. Whether or not these theories are accurate, I really don't know. So then I want to go to there. I want a conveyor splitter on that one, and I want this one to join up there like that. So then I go to number 3, and I take the belt and I drop it into there, and then I take that belt and I drop that one up into there, and then I take this belt and I drop that one up to there like that. So that will run between the two. It's all coming out through there. So then I can go to here and I can turn that into wire. The only thing I got left to do is connect this one. So I join onto there, and then I go number 3. No, number 2. There, how many have you got? You've got 3 or 4. So I'll join that one straight onto there. And you're working. Okay. So we've now got those are coming out in 3s, and then those are coming out in pairs over there. They're coming out in 3s on that one. They're coming out in 3s on this one. They're already backed up on this one a little bit. I don't know if there's a way to prioritize one route or the other. There doesn't seem to be a a way to prioritize. So I can't say always prioritize that side, and then don't worry so much about what comes through on this side. Doesn't appear to be a thing. So what's happening is that this is already backing up. That's a shame. It would be better if I could prioritize one feed over the other. Still, at least we know that this now is going to be crammed all the way full, which means that I've got a continuous supply of copper wire running in there as fast as it can do so. This one will eventually fill up, and we'll be able to do... That one will be able to run just fine. Let me jump into there. That one's already full of copper ingots. This one over here is going to fill up with copper ingots soon. I'll dump those in. Look at that. See, it's completely stuffed full on there. Right. There's another little bit done. We've got... copper is now producing faster than it was before. I'm still waiting on 500 copper, though. That was kind of the whole point of this. As I want... Right, I need to go and get some of this stuff now. So I want to go over to you, and I want to go into there, and I want 100 of those. And then in here, I want some of them. This one's not got anything spare. This one over here, this one's getting a few spare, but not very many. What about you? Do you have any spare? No, you don't. So I'm literally just waiting for it to come into here. I got 400. I need another 100 of them. 100 more. You know what? I think we'll just go and make our own for a second. I can do that. That is one thing I can definitely do. I can go in there. I can take that copper there. That's going to slow this down a bit. That's fine. It's not going to slow this one down. This one here is 30 per minute coming in, 30 per minute going out. And then these both take 15 per minute. That takes 15 per minute. But this one over here, that will very, very slowly start to accumulate. And then eventually it will back up and it will fill everything up. So it will all... We're producing the ore ever so slightly... Well, the ore and the bars slightly faster than what they're being consumed. So that's actually a good thing. So then I want to come over to this side and I need to go to wire right there. And I want to make as many of these as I possibly can. That's as many as I possibly can right there. So we've got 200 spare on that altogether now. So now it's a shame you can't just double click on that and have them be pushed in, but you can. Oh, I need rods. I still need a few more rods. So this is the one part of our entire system that's letting us down at the moment, is those steel rods. They're taking longer than the rest of it. No, I don't want that side. I want this side. There. Now I can go one there. That's all of those, and then I've got 50 of them, 80. Right, that's 300 of them. I got 500 of them, and I got 100 of them. That's everything. Part assembly. Milestone unlocked.
Milestone reached. More complex assembly of parts can now be automated.
That's it. More complex assembly. So we want to have a look at this. We've got organization. No. Logistics. No. Be under production. We don't have the special bit anymore. That's now gone. But there is the new one, the assembler. Wait, what? That requires a rotor and 3 frames to be able to make. Can be automated by feeding parts into it with a conveyor belt connected to the input. The produced parts can be automatically extracted by connecting conveyor belt to the output. How many bits can be put in? Oh, that's why you want mergers and stuff. That's why. And there, right. So we need 3 rods and 22 screws for that one. And then the modular frame, oh, that requires reinforced iron plates. And other bits as well. Okay, so now it's going to start getting more complicated. I want 3 of those. 3 of them there, which means I want 9 of them. I need a load of screws. I don't have very many screws at the moment. I don't have very many that I can make either. So we want lots of screws. So I want more of those. Can we stack these one on... That's a interesting point, isn't it? Can we stack constructors one on top of the other? I don't know if we can. We can definitely stack storage one on... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No. Foundation. There. Wall. Right, we got the wall there. That's loads of concrete. You've got wall doors. That's just walls, and then you've got foundations and ramps. So to make a proper multi-tier thing, conveyor walls, personal storage, tier 2, jump pads, walkways. So if you have... Wait a minute. I'm just trying to figure this out. Can't afford roaching another's position. That, I think that is just on the ground. I don't think that you can stack that up higher. Right? I can't plonk that on the roof. But could I put, like, a foundation down? Buildings on top of the foundations are adjusted to a grid, making it easier to line them up with each other. Provides a flat floor to build your factory on. Right, and then you got walls. Walls connect to other walls and floors. Use these to make buildings with several floors. That's foundations, but I don't have floors. So where do I get floors from? Is that like the next level? Is that higher up or something? I'm not sure about this. We've also we've got the battery thing as well. No, that's the next one that we wanted to learn, wasn't it? Milestone right there. Overclock production. This one, power shard. Mucus from the power slugs compressed into a solid crystal-like shard. It radiates a strange power. This upgrade unlocks new functionality that lets you overclock your factory building. So I think that ought to be our next milestone. We don't need a great deal of materials to be able to get that one either, which is a very, very good thing. And we go to take all of those. And then I want to run back into here, and I want to make screws out of all of that lot. And turn that whole bunch into screws. Just like that. Because that's going to get me some more reinforced iron. I need quite a lot of reinforced iron plates. I'm not going to be able to get any more for a minute. Actually, what I'm going to want now is... Right, that's all of them. A few more actual flat iron plates. So we run over and we get those. Well, full automation is going to be a lot better. Alright, it's definitely going to be a lot better once we've got a bit more automation in here. We run to there. There we go. Right, now, 19. I can make 19 of these. How many did I actually want? Modular frames. 3 reinforced plates. So I need 9 of these to start off with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right. Now, I need more of the iron rods to be able to make them. And then I need the iron rods here to be able to make the iron rods. It's all coming down to... We'll have to make our own iron rods. So let's go into there a minute, and I'll take that lot. And we'll go back over here, and we'll make a load of iron rods. We're going to need to do more stuff with iron rods. This is what it's boiling down to, is we're going to need to be able to make more iron rods. And we're going to need to be able to make a lot more iron rods. Just wondering how we should do it. Like, we've got another load of iron that we can make right here, so I can start making more iron ingots. That's easy enough. The iron ingots is the easy bit, but what we do after that, I'm not really sure. So, I've now got iron rods and rotors. We can make a load of rotors. How many did I need? So I want to make... Not organized. There comes our rocket coming back. Power... Biomass production over here. So assembler, I want 4 rotors and 3 frames. 4 rotors, 3 frames. So there I want to make the 3 frames. Let's make those 3 first. 1, 2, and 3. And then I want 4 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. So that's those items there. Which means that I can now make an assembler. We can 2 inputs to 1 output. And there we have it, folks. I'm afraid I'm going to have to stop things now because we have run out of time. So if you've enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.